have never come across such an entity that loves to bite the hand that feeds it more than YouTube. YouTube is once again taking steps to not only stab their users in the back, but they are censoring the voices of the community by this new debacle of forcing everyone to upgrade to the new YouTube channel design. It was announced yesterday via YouTube's blog that they were going to force everyone to upgrade to the new beta design channel starting July 15th, and the reaction has been anything but good. Now, I'm all for change as long as it's for the better, but this is not the case, and on top of that, what YouTube is doing is completely wrong. Now, I'm not a fan of the new design beta channels, but I have no problems with it being around so long as it's an optional thing. YouTube is forcing everyone to upgrade to something that is clearly not popular among the users. It's quite obvious that if people haven't upgraded, it's because they like the classic layout and it's better for the users than the beta is. Plus, forcing people to upgrade is just plain wrong. I think I'm quite capable of picking a layout that I enjoy, and I don't need YouTube making that choice for me. I mean, I thought the site's slogan was broadcast yourself, but I guess that's just another one of YouTube's lies and hypocritical business practices. Among having this upgrade forced, the beta is unpopular because it fails when compared to the original designs. The beta ones are just way too plain, one-dimensional, ugly, difficult to navigate, and it doesn't support the ability to fully customize your background. Brian Glick, the YouTube staff member who presented this new YouTube blog entry, stated that hundreds and thousands of people have loved the new beta and that this is the reason why the upgrade is happening. Really, Mr. Glick, is that the case? If so, then why is it that hundreds and thousands of people have commented on the blog screaming how wrong this forced upgrade is? How come I've never seen channels using this new beta? The majority of channels that I come across all use the classic design, and I've only seen 3 channels using this new design since the conception of the new beta. How come the majority of the whole community is complaining about this and not praising it? How come more people haven't upgraded already? How come the majority of people have decided to keep their channel designs to classic? Here, I'll tell you why. It's because the community doesn't like the new beta and has spoken loud and clear about it. Mr. Glick also states that the new beta is easier to use than the old designs. Really? I'll take his own examples from the blog. In the blog, he showed us the option to watch videos without having to do load ups for new pages. Alright, that's fine, I guess. But what happens if I want to comment on the video? If I click on the right hand side bar where all the videos are, all it does is load up the video in the center of the page. I would have to leave the page, search for the video, go to its comment section, and make a comment. With the classic designs, I just click on the video and it loads up. Not only is the classic layout easier in this case, but it's just a 2-step process. The people have spoken, and the new beta design is not liked or wanted, yet YouTube is still forcing it upon people. This forced upgrade is just another attempt by YouTube to trash its users and censor their voices. By doing this, everyone's channel will look the same with the exception of partner channels, and users will lose the ability to customize their channels and say what they wish. This is the same as when they removed the perfectly working bulletin boards in favor for some pathetic Facebook and Twitter hybrid that no one really sees. It's no different from the time when YouTube announced that they would be censoring free speech on their blog. I mean when they chose to algorithmically demote videos that make use of the First Amendment. This insanity has to stop, because if YouTube keeps doing things like this, then they could say goodbye to the users in the near future. See, eventually YouTube will fall victim to itself, like most businesses that practice foul businesses. Don't believe me? AOL fell victim to this very same thing. Back in the early days of the internet and 56K, AOL was the big dog of internet providers. They were the biggest game in town, and in some parts they were the only ones, so people were forced to use AOL if they wanted to use the internet. With time, AOL started to jack up their prices, and they never fixed the issues with AOL to begin with, and didn't add anything that justified price increases, but that didn't stop them from raising the prices of their services. Then it finally happened. Other companies and services started providing internet use for cheaper prices or better for the same amount. Others like Optimum Online started providing people with the ability to combine services such as phone, cable, and internet for a lower or matched price of their competitors such as AOL. Eventually the people left for a better provider, and who's the top dog of internet services these days? Here, I'll give you a hint. It's not AOL. YouTube is AOL in this scenario, and if they don't stop biting the hand that feeds them, then they will lose their lifeblood to other future competitors that will offer better services. And yes, I call the people the lifeblood of YouTube. Google isn't what keeps YouTube alive, and neither is Disney or advertisers, and don't let any asswipe partner channels who risk a financial loss tell you otherwise. The sole reason advertisers are even here in the first place is to promote their products to the YouTube users. If the users don't use the site and leave, then the advertisers go with it, and then the site will eventually fall. It's common sense, and YouTube can only get away with this for so long before they eventually defeat themselves. I for one will not stand for this, so this is what I'm going to do. In the description box of this video is a link to a petition to stop the forced beta upgrade on July 15th. If you agree with this video or on the notion that you shouldn't be forced to take something that you don't want, then please take the time to sign the petition. It's hassle-free, quick, and safe. I'm a man of my word, and I promise that this petition is no scam, and my intentions are to collect as many signatures as I can and present it to the YouTube staff or the editors in hope of changing something for the better, and if nothing happens, then I can at least say that I tried. Too many people give up on something just because it's hard, and way too many people complain about subjects but never actually do anything about them. I'm not one for talking without walking, and I'm not going to bend over and take this. No, I'm going to speak my mind, because together a few or even the community can make all the difference for the better. To not speak out but have an issue with this is no better than constantly complaining about politics and then end up not voting. It's wrong, and if you have such a mentality, then you have no right to complain when things go sour. Even if this petition is ignored, I'll know that at least I spoke out for the good of it all, and that I tried to strive for what was right. So please, I ask of you and everyone watching this to sign the petition, and please rate, comment, and pass this video around to help spread the word. I'm not a person to promote my stuff much, and I never ask people to rate or comment since I don't usually care, because I make videos for the message and joy of it all. But for the sake of spreading this message and having the option to choose, I ask everyone watching this video to please pass it around and help it get around through the site, because if we do nothing about this, then we are no better than the people and things that make this site bad.